On this episode of the Breaks Music Show, we have singer-songwriter, alternative indie artist Alex Ohm. Ohm's alternative cinematic symphonies reflect the wide range of influences that inspire his work and come together to create a unique, solid sound that is garnering a fan base well beyond his home in the UK. His interview with Ed Steele is coming up right after this.
Hi there, I want to let you know about an exciting podcast called The Breaks Music Show. So what is The Breaks Music Show? The Breaks Music Show is America's most informative new radio show highlighting the world's best unsigned artists. Be sure to find us on your favourite podcast platform as well as YouTube, Rumble, Twitter and more. Remember, every Friday is when you can hear interviews and music from 3 of the best unsigned artists in the world. The Breaks Music Show is a Grebo Inc. production.
It's the Breaks Music Show, and today we're joined with Alex Ohm. He's talking to us from across the pond. Good morning, Alex. How are you today?
I'm all good, thanks. How about you?
Oh, I'm doing great. Looking forward to doing this interview. I've heard some of your stuff, and I got to say you're a very talented artist, and looking forward to diving in to see what's more, involved with you. So my first question is, what is Alex Ohm all about?
Well, that's a tough question to start. I'm influenced by lots of different things, I think. Growing up in the household that I've grown up in, I was sort of around Bowie, Specials, a lot of sort of Northern Soul, that sort of music. I think it's all just sort of culminated into my sound, really. I think there's a lot of acoustic things in what I do, but also I try and blend that with sort of modern day sort of hip hop beats and things as well as classical music. So it's a bit of a melting pot of music, really.
So how old were you when you decided this is what you want to do with your life?
It sort of happened by accident, really, because I was always into art and drawing, and that's what I did at university. And it was a hobby, really, that sort of just snowballed. So after university, got into a band with some friends, and from there it sort of just took its own course, really, and it's just become part of my life now. And we've toured the world. We've been to Canada with my old band. We played South by Southwest. We've done Austria. We played festivals over there and Russia. And now I'm doing my solo project, and it's been an amazing adventure, really. Met so many good people doing it. Had so many great experiences, and I wouldn't change it for the world.
Well, you definitely sound like you're international. When is the next time you plan on coming to the United States?
Well, hopefully when all this, when COVID has been resolved and we're free to roam the world again. I'd love to play the States again. We played New York as well as Texas, and both times just fantastic experiences. It was just great to play to a new audience, new ears, and it was just really well received. I think people seem to appreciate it a bit more when we travel across the water. Seems to be respected that little bit more, I guess.
It's the Breaks Music Show, and we're speaking with Alex Ohm, and we're going to do his first song right now. It's Hours on the Breaks Music Show.
A simple two-step fate has left me where I stand. Open eyes and empty hands. I feel that I'm afraid these walls are closing in on each and every day that we began. Too many times, hours upon hours, we've wasted time side by side. To our guide with all of this in mind, I'll follow, I'll follow, I'll follow. I got a feeling I'm not alone in thinking I'm alone. There's nowhere we can run. These boarded streets are dull and hollow. I need to get away. These walls are closing in. I need each and every day that we begin. Too many times, hours upon hours, we've wasted time side by side. Two of a kind, with all of this in mind, I'll follow, I'll follow, I'll follow. A vacant smile landed on my eyes. Such heavy eyes. Oh, why? Oh, why? Oh, why? Oh, why? Too many times, hours upon hours, we've wasted time side by side. The two of a kind, with all of this in mind, I'll follow, I'll follow, I'll follow. I got a feeling I'm not alone.
It's the Breaks Music Show. Today we're talking with Alex Ohm. He's joining us all the way across the pond. And Alex, we kind of hit on your, early influences and all that just a couple of minutes ago. But my next question for you, tell us about your latest release. What's that all
Okay.
about?
Yeah, well, the latest release we put out sort of towards the end of what we're hoping is the end of lockdown, and it's a 5-track EP that we put out on our first vinyl release, and it's really it seems to fit the times that we've all been going through. I think it covers a lot of things that people can relate to. Sort of the songs there's a lot of songs on there about dealing with things and getting over things and seeing the best in things, really. And yeah, it's gone down. It's had a really great response. We're really pleased with the production. It's the first EP that I recorded with a band. I'd normally go into the studio and record on my own with a producer, and we've got a band together now, and it's just captured the energy of the live performance that I've always wanted to try and get onto record.
Now, you were talking about the band. Can you tell us more about who all's in your band? How are they associated with you? How long have you known them?
Well, as a band, we've been together for about 3 years now. We've got Steve Ashford on guitar, phenomenal guitarist. Met him through friends that they've played in other bands. And Hannah is a friend of Steve's, who's on bass. Again, another great musician. And we're sort of just getting a new drummer in at the moment, because the drummer that we had for the EP is actually playing session drums for a blues player now. So he couldn't commit to the gigs that we had, unfortunately, because he was a great musician as well, which is probably why the blues players has nabbed him. But it's all, yeah, they're great musicians, and it's just it just brings another dimension to the songwriting, really, and the ideas that we put together.
It's the Breaks Music Show. We're speaking with Alex Ohm, and here's another song. This is Time Waits for No One on the Breaks Music Show.
That's the wrong figure. How'd you ever get in here? Let's start again.
time won't wait. The time is now. So don't delay, don't delay. Into the back I stare, away from myself. Well, who am I these days? 'Cause time waits for no one, for no one. Time waits for no one, for no one. Time waits. I will hold you up when these times get tough. 'Cause time can heal and time can break. Time will tell, but time won't wait. The time is now, so don't delay, don't delay. Wait for me. In time you'll see that time waits for no one, for no one. Time waits for no one, for no one.
It's the Breaks Music Show. We're speaking with Alex Ohm today, and you know what? We're going to have more stuff from him coming up for you in just a couple of moments on the Breaks Music Show.
Hey everyone, Nikki Young here, host of the international true crime podcast, Serial Napper. Let me guide you through some of the craziest true crime stories you've never heard of. Add in a dash of creepy, spooky, and weird, and you've got Serial Napper. I cover a new case each week, some of them unsolved, so I also host a monthly chat where we go through the evidence, the suspects, and theories. You don't want to miss this. Serial Napper is available on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcasts.
It's the Breaks Music Show with Ed Steele. Today we're joined by Alex Ohm. Alex, great interview so far. And I got another question for you here. What was one of the most memorable shows you have ever done?
Oh, that's a very tough question. People have asked me that before. The most memorable one, I think, would probably have to be in Amsterdam, because it was a bit of a last-minute show, and we ended up supporting a guy called Ian Brown of the Stone Roses. I'm guessing you know Ian Brown. And so we played at this amazing venue called the Paradiso. But when we found out about it, friends and fans also found out about it, and we ended up going over. It was about 50 of us all together, and it was just a great weekend. You know, one, to support such an icon of the music industry in England, and then two, to have all your friends and family there. It was just a great weekend. It was one that'll go down with us forever, even down to things like driving over there in a van and getting it stuck on top of a canal bridge because it snowed. So, you know, sort of half an hour before the gig, we're there, all out, sleeping bags behind the wheels, trying to get the van over the canal bridge and things like that, to sort of just dancing backstage with Ian Brown. It was, yeah, it's one that I'll never forget. One that I never thought I'd play, and one that I'll never forget.
So after COVID is over, do you have any big shows planned or anything like that? You got anything in the hopper you're talking about, or what's going on with that? Anything right now?
Yeah, we've got quite a lot of things in the pipeline. One of the things that we're looking forward to is a festival it's just in Moseley in Birmingham, and it's called the Moseley Folk Festival, and you got the Waterboys are headlining, which is amazing, and then Gruff Reese for the Super Furry Animals is also playing, Jade Bird, Frank Turner. There's loads of great acts playing, loads of great acts that I'm looking forward to seeing. We've also got some big shows in Wolverhampton, which is where I'm from, and that's like a 500 cap room that we're looking forward to playing. Just lots of little gigs coming through as well, and it's just such a relief to be playing live again.
It's the Breaks Music Show with Alex Ohm, and here's a song, Going Nowhere Fast.
They say the future's vibrant, but we're brought up on violence. When you're knocking at my door, all I want is love, but you bring war. I'm sitting here in silence, a simplistic requirement for a quiet life. Oh, my life, I know just what you're saying, but it don't come easily. It's like swimming through a concrete ocean, going nowhere fast, living life in slow motion, watching everything fly past. I wonder how long will it last? I wonder how long. We're going nowhere fast. We're going nowhere fast. We're going nowhere fast. We're going nowhere fast. These days my head is spinning. I don't know where I've been or I'm going to. Does that sound like you? Because we've all been lost before, and we'll all be lost some more, I can guarantee. Just you wait and see. Do you know just what I'm saying? Well, it don't come easily. It's like swimming through a concrete ocean. We're going nowhere fast, living life in slow motion, watching everything fly past. I wonder how long will it last? I wonder how long. We're going nowhere fast. We're going nowhere fast. We're going nowhere fast. We're going nowhere. We're going nowhere, nowhere fast. We're going nowhere fast. I wonder how long will it last? I turn around and the moment's past. I turn around, I turn around. We're going nowhere, nowhere fast. We're going nowhere, nowhere fast.
It's the Breaks Music Show, and we're speaking with Alex Ohm today. We want to thank Alex for joining us all the way across the pond. And Alex, once again, thank you for joining us. And how can people find you and your music and all that? Where are you at on your socials?
Thank you for having me, Ed. If people head to www.alexohm.com, ohm.com. It's OHM. And you can also find me on my socials, Facebook and Twitter, Alex Ohm Music. And on Instagram, it's just Alex Ohm.
All right, Alex. Once again, we wish you huge success, and hopefully you'll be over here in the States one of these days.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, that'd be amazing. Watch this
It's
space.
the Breaks Music Show, and more great stuff coming up for you here in just a bit. Calling all unsigned independent bands and musicians. The Breaks Music Show is looking for you to be on our show. The Breaks Music Show is a new podcast that features one artist each week in their own 20-minute interview segment with 3 of their songs played on air. Hosted by yours truly, Ed Steele. The Breaks Music Show is positioned to be the best podcast for unsigned artists worldwide. To be considered for the Breaks Music Show, go to breaksmusicshow.com. Click on the Give Me a Break tab and complete the application. Also, be sure to subscribe to the podcast on your favorite platform and subscribe to our social media channels and mailing list. The Breaks Music Show is a Grebo Inc. production.
Be sure to catch new episodes of the Breaks Music Show, The Singles, every Friday on YouTube, Rumble, and on your favorite podcasting platform. You can also find us by going to breaksmusicshow.com, where you can catch up on any singles you missed. Also, be sure to subscribe to our mailing list and Twitter to stay up to date on what's happening with the show. The Breaks Music Show is a Grebo Inc. production.